So hello, this is just a quick one. Well, it's not that quick actually, but it's basically just showing you how I got the last two medals in the Moonflower Palace. Because if you want to get the medal trophy, you've got to get every medal in the Moonflower Palace before you hit the final boss. Also previously I thought the next morph of the Gemron that I've got went into a fire, but it doesn't. It goes into a thunder. But the next one would be, I think it's like level 76 or something like that. And then you've got the choice of fire or holy, and you get a monster drop, and that's what you get, sort of stats wise. So yeah, I just thought, well, now I've got this. I literally just got this Thunder Gemron, and I've decided to try it out. Obviously it takes a lot longer than it would with Monica or Maximilian, but once you've done it, you've got the medal, you don't have to do it again, so it is kind of worth trying it out. And in the Moonflower Palace, I think there's like 3 monster transformation medals that you need to get, and I did the other 2 with the ice one. It was tricky, and I was like only doing like 20 points damage on the elephants and stuff like that, but I got through it, got the medal, don't have to do it again. But I did need to level up for this one because well, I just got my ass handed to me, so I've leveled it up to this thunder one, and it seems to have a lot more kick to it. I still got to be careful. You can heal your dragon once it gets damaged, but yeah, that's about it really. So I've left the whole of it in, so you can see for yourself how to do it. I mean, these Moon Joes are actually quite easy to kill now, but their attack takes a lot off, so obviously keep your health up. Leeches, you're better off sneaking up on these if you can, but yeah, so that's that. The next bit will be I've done the final items one. So I've kind of shown you how to sort of, I mean, after this finishes, this clip, so I've kind of shown you where to get all the stuff. So there's Morgan's Shopping, Palm Brinks for the ultimate bombs and the improved bombs. There's also Dell you need to pick up. See how long that took to kill that mimic. But again, you don't have to do it again, so that's alright. So go to Adele in Sindane and pick up your fruit and all that kind of stuff really, and get as much items as you can. So I'm going to shut up for now, let this clip end, and then I've got another clip showing you how to do the items. I'll chat a bit over that one in a minute. Yeah, so your friends are well, get 50 of everything, but the stone, fruit, and the heartthrob cherry are your friends, really. And they've got a certain amount of destructive power of their own. Not much, but rather than wasting, say, like 4 bombs, you could hit the thing with 3 bombs, and then finish them off with, like, a piece of fruit. Like any good meal. But yeah, so I've put the whole of this in as well, so you can see what I'm up to. So I've hit them with the stone fruit, and now I'm hitting them with just normal bombs. I've finished them off with a bit of fruit. So that's kind of like frugal use of your items, really. Otherwise you're going to have to go back to a level which sort of like drops a lot of items. So like things like anything with elementals on it, normally the level before an item level has chests with stuff in that you can throw, like holy stones and stuff. Yeah, it's not the most interesting, but it's good to see that it's actually possible, because I played this game a couple of times before and I never really bothered with the medals, but I did last time. And this game is really about persistence. It's very enjoyable, actually, because when I got all the medals and it was time for me to move on and do the boss, I was like, oh. But you do get another dungeon after that, which is really hard, actually, and you've got to get the medals there really to get the trophy. Yeah, so another thing you can do is you can try and hit 2 things together. So yeah, the ultimate bomb, final bomb things are good for that. Yeah, bit sloppy defense there. Yeah, let's see, wipes them out. So also, before I went to the final boss, I also went round all of the future sites, just to have a look around the shops and see if I'd missed anything. I hadn't, but you won't get a chance again, because the future, like Starlight Temple and whatnot, disappear once you've hit the boss, which is a real shame, but you don't actually need it for the final dungeon. Yeah, so I finished that off with a bit of fruit there. You can kill things with fruit if you catch it at a right sort of angle, and just keep lobbing fruit at it. It can't actually move, so yeah. Another thing you can do is you can get the monster notes out and find out what the enemies are like sort of weak to. I don't know if I've done it in this one, but that helps with like sort of conserving your items as well, because like Evil Nail, for instance, is weak to holy, so if you've got a few holy stones, one of them will kill that outright. You don't have to use a million things. What else? I'm sort of floating, what are those things called? Kind of like floating tanks. I don't know if there's any more in here, actually, but they're sort of very weak to lightning, but you need a few lightnings to kill them off because they're quite hard. But generally, if they're weak to something, 1 or 2 elemental stones will take them out. Oh yeah, so I've looked in the book now. So what am I looking for? Zerath diamonds. So lightning and smash is their weaknesses. So if you've got any lightning stones, put those on. Smash is generally the bombs. But I've got a feeling the lightning stones are going to do way more damage than a bomb. And you're only allowed to hold so many, so you'll only be allowed to hold 20 sort of lightning stones, 10 of the ultimate bomb, 20 of the improved bomb. So you've got to, yeah, you've got to really sort of conserve that, and they're not cheap either. I think I made myself a bit bankrupt by going to the guy in Palm Brinks and picking up the buying the bombs. So yeah, look at that. One lightning stone, those. Anyway, so you get the picture really. I'll leave it on so that you can see the whole thing where I get the medal. But the next video, which I'll do in a minute, because I've already got the footage, is the final boss. So, and the end screen and everything. So, yeah, so that'll be the next video.